Cash Daddies is for entertainment purposes only. You'd be an idiot to listen to anything these degenerates say. Invest at your own risk, do research, but seriously don't listen to these ass clowns. Now enjoy Cash Daddies.
Oh, yeah, the boys are back. The boys are back in town. Yeah, Cash Daddies, we're banking fatties. Well, it's a wonderful time of the year. A wonderful time of the year. Johnny Woodard is queer, and then Howie is here. It's a wonderful time of the year. Guys, welcome to Cash Daddies. We're banking fatties. We got a great show for you. We got a wonderful guest coming in. Nothing but hanging, nothing but banging. Hope you guys doing well. Johnny's doing the Trump dance. Johnny's in it. Do the Trump dance.
Bitcoin, baby.
Bitcoin. What's it at today? What is it at?
Trust the plan. It would hit 94 for a beat, and it's in the 93 range.
92, 93. I sold it at 89. I got out at 89, man. I'm out.
Man.
Oh, we got a whole year in this bull market for crypto. Get ready. 2025 is the year. 26 is when we sell back, but
it's actually below 92 now. It's back to 91.
Yeah, 91. It's been, I don't think it's going to go back to 90 for a few days at least, but we'll have some cut where it comes back in the 80s again, I'm sure. But I really think
you go back to 78, 79.
Next year, yeah, you could have as much as like 25-30% pullback, but next year it'll be over 100 for sure. Everybody who I trust on crypto is saying that.
I think so. I know. I agree with you. I think 100's not that. You're almost there.
And then maybe 200.
No, thinking it.
Damn, Johnny.
I mean, by the end of next year, certainly could. Now,
you never know. You never know.
I think then you're in. Then you have to face a bear market after that.
It can also be at 65.
Yeah, I don't think we'll ever see $15,000 Bitcoin.
Oh, please, one more time. Just one more time.
No, I agree with you. I don't think so either.
Not without an apocalypse.
No, I agree. I don't think so either. I think you might see 65, 70, but
yeah, but Sam, you got to look at 65, 70. That's the new 15.
Yeah, it is. Of course, it is. But the huge news today was
I'm talking to Sam.
For the first time ever, they're offering.
Shut up, Johnny.
No, I'm just saying, if you're gonna wait to buy until it's 15 again, you're never gonna buy again. No. You should be buying when it dips down into like the 70.
I get it, dude. I get it. Yep, this is what
you can buy options now. You can buy options on this.
This is it. This is my baby, dude. Was only a couple days ago was 60 cents. It's now at 110. It's twice gotten up to 130.
There's so many things on that ride right now. It's crazy. Yeah.
Let's go. Just GPU. Get high enough, please. Please, for the love of
GPU is the only fucking thing that's killing me.
Yeah, I know. Come on, GPU. I'll fight you.
Because it's not real.
Hey, shut up.
They have you know what we've learned about those kinds of projects is
Doge.
Success. Well, no, Doge has no. I mean, there's no project.
It's not a project.
GPU has a project, and we've learned that projects being fundamentally sound and logical and useful doesn't necessarily correlate to token value. It's kind of a thing we're learning. So that's
water on me.
Yeah, it looks like you've just been drooling on yourself.
Which I do.
I do
that. Howie, how was your real quick? Guys, if you love to hang, you love to bang. And we know you love to hang, and we know you love to bang. Okay? Get into it, dude. Get into the Patreon. That's where the magic happens. That's where the metal elves are. Okay? That's where they are. That's where they do. That's where they hang. That's where they bang. 927 people are part of the community, guys, and we are slowly getting to 1,000. Get in it, dude. Howie is dropping mega bombs all the time.
Yeah.
Howie's homies.
We're cranking. 2024 portfolio made a huge change 2 weeks ago. We bought Disney right before earnings. Bam. Went from 90 up to about 112, 113. And we bought oil. We went back into OIH because it was getting crushed. Down to 270, bam, almost back up to 300. So, look, bottom line is we're smacking the S&P. And if you're beating the S&P in 2024, you're banking fatties.
Banking fatty. So join us for only $20 a month. There are other companies that are doing the exact same thing, $200 a month. But we'd only do $20 a month. And then, of course, if you love to make love, why men who master making love, watch and give you tips, join the Making Whoopee group. Okay. You might like this too. $1,000. And we will watch you. And here's the thing. That's a one-time offer. You can get people we can watch you make love all the time. Just call us up. If we got none going down, Johnny and I will meet up and watch you make love. Okay. It's just that easy. All right. So go to patreon.com/cash daddies. Now, if you really love Sammy, and I know you do, you really love Sweet Sammy T, go check out my events. That's right. I got 2 weeks from now, I got Tampa Bay. I got some side splitters, 2 shows looking good. Cancun, Mexico, got the doing the jiu-jitsu overdose with Eddie Bravo. Batavia, Illinois, and Columbus, Ohio. Columbus, Funny Bone, Pottstown, PA, Morristown, New Jersey, and Phoenix, Arizona at the House of Comedy. Those are all great places you can go. And listen, dude, we love you guys and we appreciate you guys checking us out live from the Copy My Crypto Studios. The Copy My Crypto Studios. That's right. Just go to copymycrypto.com/Sam and get in on the action. It's just that simple. We'll tell you a little bit more about that a little later. Guys, guess what? Howie, big day for the world famous Dojo of Comedy in Morris Plains, New Jersey. It's Joey Diaz night, and guess who's popping in?
You gonna come?
Nope. Louis C.K. will be performing at the world famous Dojo of Comedy. So we got him there, and he's actually doing his own night tomorrow night as well. So he's there 2 nights in a row.
Awesome, man.
Right.
I love that place. I gotta get back down there.
Well, you have an open door, buddy. Tonight's going to be nothing but magic.
Hey, I got to give a special. Give a special hot shout out to my terrorist Palestinian girl of 13 years. Their birthday today. So happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Hots! You could do better. Ba, 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 ba. You could do better. Ba, 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 ba.
Baby. He's ready to explode.
25 years old. Congratulations, Howie.
Can I just say, I really am worried that people at home are going to use that green screen behind Howie to put a bunch of dudes like jacking off on and jizzing on him.
We would hate that.
And I
that
don't
hair.
I'm telling you, if you do that, you're going to have to face the fucking consequences. You're going to have me at your door fucking with you. See how you like it. So don't
sleeping at your house, hanging out, eating your food, hitting on your wife.
Oh, you want to come over here? You want some curry? You want some curry? You want some hot, spicy ass fucking curry?
Oh, don't put the 2 girls 1 cup girl just pouring shit on his head. Don't do that.
That's just gross and rude.
Oh, Jesus.
So it like Bitcoin, a little run. Dana loves to pressure me to sell my Bitcoin. She's like, when you got to sell it?
Well, listen, time out. Now you don't have to. Now you can write covered calls and you can buy puts. That's a hedge, Sammy. If you're paying attention, that's you can hold your Bitcoin, and
which I'm going to.
You can buy puts. You can buy puts so that if the Bitcoin starts to really drop, guess what? You still have your Bitcoin, plus you cashed in on the puts. Or you can write covered calls, baby. You can do that as of today.
And I don't know what you have, but the advice I always heard that I think is best is if you have enough and it goes up and you can take like a lifestyle chip off the table is kind of what they call it, like something that could help you buy something that you need, a house, a down payment or something like that. Do that every now and then for sure if it explodes. But I get you. I don't think you want to be out of the game right now.
I don't want to be out of the game. I'm a holder, dude. I'm a ride or die, son. Ride or die, son. Bang, bang.
No, man, you can buy options out, Johnny.
I mean, think about it.
Market open today on Bitcoin. That's huge.
Yeah, that's huge. Yeah. This government, though, going in, I mean, it is about as crypto friendly as we could have hoped for. I mean, you have the actual guy from Cardano as part of the administration. A couple of the new appointments today were crypto people. We couldn't have hoped for much better. It's going to be interesting to see what it does to the economy. But, I don't know.
look, the bottom line is I don't give a shit what's going on with the government, but this market is so inflated. It is so high right now. The PE, you're trading the market overall for, I don't care what sector you look at. It's about 23, 24. It should be 13, 14, 15. So things are extended. They're overbought. We have to be very careful right now. And I mean, look, up your stop losses. You got the 2024 portfolio, up those things, man. You don't, because we could have a day. It looked like it could have been this morning with all that fake news on the Russian shit, which it was all fake. That was fake.
Hold on.
There's it was true. It was fake. All this stuff
think it's fake. You think
all you gotta do is look at the market. Look at the market, Sam.
Wait, are you talking about the strikes inside Russia? Is that what he's talking about?
That's what he's saying.
Yeah. So,
and you don't think the Ukrainians launched missiles that landed inside Russia? Is that what you're saying?
Oh no, I think that happened. Yeah, but I think all of the extra Putin's gonna fire nuclear. Oh gee, it's totally made. It's bullshit. So all you got to look at that market. Look, the market looked like it was gonna tank this morning, and I actually was like, holy shit, things could be a little crazy. Somebody must have made a phone call around 8:45, 9 o'clock, because those futures just came right back to normal, and the market started cranking again. So somebody got on the phone and said, "Hey, Vladimir, chill out. Whatever happened, just lay back. Whatever."
Undisclosed. He's saying that's not real. He's saying that's a lie based on. Now, this is what you have to understand about Howie.
First of all, what's plummeting? What's plummeting, Card?
That's a lie, though. He's not saying.
Hey, be nice, Howie. They're listening to
no, you can't lie. What's plummeting?
You just have a green screen behind you. You're a tard, okay? Don't call the listeners tard.
That's a bold move, Cotton. I will say.
Yeah, okay?
Hey, I just got done recruiting or taping the Army Notre Dame football special.
Oh yeah, where can they see that, Howie? What is that at? Where can they
go to the Degenerate Gamblers? Go to the Degenerate Gamblers. We're betting on everything.
Where do you do that, Howie? That's what I'm asking you.
Oh, go follow Howie Dewey on YouTube.
Okay, YouTube Howie Dewey.
Howie Dewey. Degenerate Gamblers. Follow me on Twitter. Howie_Dewey on Twitter.
Howie with EY?
DEWEY.
Yeah, no, that's about Howie's name. Come on.
You shut up, Johnny, you fuck.
To be fair, Howie couldn't even bother to put his own name in. He just put HD lowercase.
I know. Were you just dumb, bro?
I don't know, man.
You do
but
know,
the comment you put on the screen didn't say none of that happened. He said the market went down because of Biden authorizing.
Yeah, but the market didn't go down. The market went up. It went up.
First, though, right? There was a little dip right this morning.
Pre-market.
Pre-market, yeah.
Pre-market, but I mean,
think about Uber right here.
Hey, real quick, let's take a moment to congratulate Howie Dewey. He's at 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
Congrats, buddy. That's huge, dude. That is huge. Yeah. It's so hard to get to that.
We're on the pay thing. YouTube sent me this stuff to fill out to I don't know.
Congrats, Howie. Congrats. That's awesome. I can't believe this is so crazy to me.
This was Sam Tripoli's idea, by the way. It was all Sam.
Don't take it out on me, dude. Don't take it out on me.
No, this was all your idea. This is 100% you, brother.
Well, I mean, you hit another parlay, right?
Dude, oh my God, this weekend. Jeez, yeah, we killed it this weekend. Yeah, we got a huge Discord now. Look at these degenerates are just like, who do you got for the 5 o'clock Navy game? It's pretty funny, man.
I love it, dude.
What do you think about Uber right here, Howie?
Great question. I went in personally and bought more calls yesterday, Johnny. So Sam, Uber took
That's Howie Dewey's YouTube channel. If you want to follow Howie Dewey and get his bets, that's Howie Dewey. That's how he spells it. That's his real name. Hey, real quick, we got our guest here. Should we bring him in?
Sure.
All right, we'll go Uber after, Johnny.
Yeah, we'll put a pin in that.
Yeah.
All right, very excited to have him here. He's muted, but he'll unmute.
There you
Very
go.
excited to have this guest on. I was blessed to play his club this weekend. We got absolutely murked by Jake Paul, Mike Tyson, but that's a totally different story. He is an American success story. When he told me his story, I was so happy for just him, his kids, just everything. And he's here to tell us about his how he did it. He is the owner again of the Looney Bin in Tulsa. Please welcome Mason Thatcher. How are you, brother?
Man, what's up, buddy? Thank you so much for having me on today, man. I'm excited.
Well, we're excited to have you joining me at with the hat on. That is Johnny, and
what's up, man?
Howie is the guy with the green screen that he's put nothing on. This is Mason. I consider him a friend. I got to play his wonderful club with his wonderful staff this weekend. Mason, for those who aren't familiar with you, can you just tell us a little bit about yourself? I don't know if you want to start from the beginning or just tell us about your club and what your vision on comedy is.
Yeah, man. So I'm a real estate investor who happened to purchase a comedy club because I absolutely love comedy. My vision with comedy is to keep it simple. Just, continue to love on and respect the comics. I've said it to every comic that's came through. Nobody's there for the quesadilla. They're there to have a good time. They're there to laugh. So, our motto is the comic is our customer. Everyone else that comes in is the comic's customer. So we make sure that we treat our comedians, as best as we can. Learning and changing things literally weekly, just fine tuning things to make the experience better every time.
So, your brother in sobriety like me. We both have some sobriety time. Your story's amazing because you and I have a kind of a similar thing. I'm not sure if you got sober before your kids. I got sober when I effed up and I ended up having to take care of my kids one time when I was off a run, and I decided it was never going to happen again. But I know you had a kid, you were homeless. This is the most amazing story. Can you tell us your story?
Yeah, so I'll start off like as a child. My parents were both in major addiction issues my whole life. We spent a significant time legitimately just being homeless, sleeping in a car, abandoned places, homeless shelters. It was super tough. The good thing that I can say about it is it's what built the character of who I am today. It allows me to give people grace when they're in the same situation. Also allows me to be tough on people, being like, hey, you can legitimately dig yourself out of that with hard work and perseverance and really just trying. As time went on, I was able to go to college and try to get an education. Homeless, at one point during college time, sleeping in a buddy of mine's little laundry room as a little spot, is paying him $50 a month and just have a place to stay so I could get my education. That's how rough it was. Throughout time, just like my parents, I fell into major addiction issues. You name it, I tried it. It was just more of a way to get an escape, to feel normal, to feel better. And for a long time, it absolutely wrecked and destroyed my life. As time went on, I was able to find my wife. We got married. Things were good. I was still partaking in things I shouldn't be partaking in, still doing drugs, still drinking like crazy, smoking weed. And by the grace of God, we got pregnant. And the day that I held my little girl, my oldest baby I have, they do this thing called skin on skin. So if you haven't had a kid or you had a kid, you hold that baby with your shirt off and just hold them. Man, I bawled for 45 minutes. I get choked up just thinking about it. I told her everything I was going to do. I made promises that I didn't know if I was going to be able to keep. I told her I was going to start a business while I was in the hospital waiting for her to get out. I told her I was going to do real estate. I told her I was going to provide, homes for people that are homeless. And I just made all these promises. And within 3 days, I started my first LLC to start a business. And man, dude, I've just taken off since then. Started buying real estate, found ways to buy real estate without money. Just craziness.
Dude, this is so crazy. He goes from homeless, decides to change his life, and now 6 years later, how many properties do you have?
Man, I own a handful of single family. We own some apartment complexes too. Hard to count. I looked at 8 deals just this week that we're going to be buying. So it's hard to put a number on it. I just know how many we got in contract and how that's working. So it's just a blessing, man.
So you go from homeless, you're dealing with this stuff, and then you just decide to like, I'm going to change my life, and then you start to get into real estate. How did that start? Like the whole point of this show is to help people who maybe don't understand finances, don't understand markets, and don't understand how to like get into commercial property and stuff like that. Or what's it called? Income property, not commercial property, but income property. How did you start?
So the first way I started, I had a corporate job where I met a guy who was doing real estate, and I asked him, I said, "Hey, is there legitimately a possibility of buying a house without any money?" And he threw me a lot of different ideas on how to do it, and it was mainly finding a way to use other people's money to buy properties. Well, shit, man, I was homeless for a long time, dude. I come from the wrong side of town. I'm broke. I'm poor. I surely don't have anyone in my Rolodex that has money, so that wasn't an option. But I figured, I would go out and try to find properties. So I was making phone calls, hustling the phone, utilizing social media to find people who had houses that they wanted for sale. And then on the back half, I was like, okay, I found some good deals. Maybe I can find someone who wants to buy those. So then I started doing organic marketing, calling people to try to find someone to buy the property. And what I did was I taught myself, a thing that everyone calls real estate wholesale. And so I started being the middleman, being able to build cash and capital. And my very first deal, I made $15,000, and that was just the start of my business. I took that 15 grand, I took money into marketing. I started marketing on social media saying that I would buy houses. I was a cash buyer. I started building my buyers list of people who actually had money. I started piecing that together. Once I was able to raise $100,000, I was like, okay, Mason, time to buy a house. So I bought my first property, and then it just snowballing and rolling into buying other properties. So real estate wholesale is the best way to do it.
That's amazing, dude.
Yeah.
That's amazing, dude. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
I've been there, man. I got divorced and literally was in a situation living out of a white van by the river in Atlanta, like literally. And the problem was my ex-wife, I had to have the kids every 2 weeks. So she'd go to drop the kids off, and I'd be like, shit, now what do? I don't have a place to bring them. So what I would do is during the day, I would call realtors, and I would be like, look, I'm looking for a house, 1.5 to 3 million in this area. And they would show me the houses, and I would always open up a back window. And I'd be like, yeah, I kind of like this one, let me keep in touch. And I'd open up a back window, and I would try to find a house with a pool, in a cul-de-sac where I would look around and be like, okay, those neighbors, they won't notice. And oh yeah, my kids for about 4 or 5 months stayed at the nicest houses in Alpharetta, Georgia, man. Our weekends, I would park down the street. My kids were like, Dad, why do we got to walk to the new house you're living in? I'm like, they're working on the driveway. It's the bad concrete. We gotta. And I would always open up a back, and I'd be like, yeah, we're staying this weekend, and go out and meet the neighbors. Yeah, I'm thinking about buying it, spend a weekend here and see how it is. But yeah, look, I went through that. It's tough. You hit bad stretches, and I think it's definite motivation. It's like the fright motivates you. You're like, I don't want to go back to this.
Yeah, it's good and bad though. I mean, there's bad to going through that. The good is, like you said, you don't want to go back to it. The bad is, there's times I'm pretty blessed right now, but I can't turn it off. I can't turn off the switch. I look at my daughters when they get home. They're young. They're 6 and 4, and I'm 42, and I'm like, man, if something bad happens, I don't ever want to put them in that same situation I've ever been. And it'll keep you up at night. It'll drive you crazy at times.
Let's get some life insurance. You'll be all right.
For sure. Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Thank you, Howie. So Mason, let's say somebody wanted to start doing this. What is your suggestion is like step one?
Yeah. So step one, what I would do is I would go to social media because it's free, and I would get on my own personal page and say, hey, I'm interested in purchasing a distressed property. If you have one, shoot me a message. I'd love to talk to you. Right.
What do you mean by that depressed property? What are you looking for exactly?
You want something that's a value add, a distressed property, something that needs a little bit of money to it. And what that'll do, that'll give you two parts that are going to happen. One part, people may send you a message saying that they have something that they need to get rid of that nobody can buy because it needs to be cash. On the other side of that, other investors that you don't know are investing, or maybe people with money, they'll shoot you a message too. Be like, hey, Mason, I saw you made that message. I buy real estate too. If you come across anything you don't want, brother, send it to me. So you may find your buyer and your seller all in the same one. I would also start reaching out to groups, like whatever town you're in. I'm in Tulsa, buy, sell Tulsa, things like that. I would make that same message in the discussion tab right there. I was able to pick up a house for $17,000 that was
What?
livable, worth 140 grand, based on one of those buy, sell groups.
Wow.
So where
So
do you
it's
find these
definitely
buy sell
possible. I would
groups?
start there with those.
So you're
Facebook?
basically you're
So just like when you
networking.
go into like, yeah, you're just networking. But what you're doing is you're going to like Facebook's a good one, and they have the marketplace. You go to the marketplace, they have all those groups. I would just start adding groups, and I would start just copying and pasting that message in there to see if you get any bites. Because one deal is going to thrive you enough to keep pushing to do other deals. Now, there are a lot more other things that you could do to escalate that. You could buy leads, you could do pay-per-click ads, you could do a VA that calls people directly. But if you're starting out and you're limited cash, I started my business with $100. And so if you want to start a business with $100, that's the best way to do it. It's a grassroots method. It does take a little bit of time, but it won't cost you anything.
That's incredible, dude. That's
Yeah,
incredible.
it's unbelievable.
Go on, Howie.
No, that's something. Everything you said makes total sense, except for the whole. I've never heard of the way you marketed. I mean, as far as trying to find other people that do the same thing, the whole networking thing sounds like that's kind of what put you on the right path.
That's right. If you have the right people in your network that can actually purchase the property from you, you can do the wholesale transaction. It's called an assignment agreement. If you Google the assignment agreement, you'll find free contracts everywhere on the internet. And that's what you do. It's just a one-page agreement that you have between you and the seller, and then you and the person that you're buying it from. And you don't have to be a licensed agent in any state that I'm aware of. There may be a state or two where you can't do it, so you'd have to look at your local government. But for the most part, I can't think of any states off the top of my head you can do it. And that's just to do wholesale. That's not to buy properties. To buy properties, I use local banks, and I use the thing called Rehab construction loans.
Yeah.
And so typically what happens is if you're under a certain LTV, a certain loan to value, right? If you're under that loan to value, the bank will fund that deal at 100% without any money out of your pocket.
Well, yeah.
So, with that, you just have to call local banks and say, hey, you have to use the term. I need a rehab construction loan. I'd love to hear what your product line is on that, what you guys are looking for. They'll tell you exactly what they're looking for. They'll think you're an experienced investor just asking for a rehab construction loan. And then what you do is you go find that deal. Like I have a deal that I looked at today. It's worth $200,000. I'm able to pick it up for $70,000, and it only needs 40 grand worth of work. That's a really good deal that I found. Most banks, what they want is they want you to be under 75% loan to value all in. So for safe numbers, if you have a house that's worth $100,000, you buy it for $50,000, it needs 25 grand in rehab, then right there you got a home that you don't have to put any money out of pocket. You can go pick up that deal, the bank will handle it for you. They'll give you the money. They'll either give you the money at closing, or they'll give you the money after you get your first quote on business that you're going to take. Like, let's say you go get the roof fixed. You send them the invoice for the $10,000 it takes to get the roof. They send you a check before you have to pay your contractor.
Yeah, those local banks, man, they love the rehab construction loans. We were looking at a house the house was probably 1.3, 1.4, and the bank was trying to push us into getting a $700,000 rehab construction loan. And, my girl's like, yeah, that would be awesome. And I'm like, yeah, man, that would mean I'd have to do a lot of work. And no, man, let's look at something that doesn't need a lot of work. I mean,
that's right.
I was having dreams at night, like, yeah, I'm going to be on a roof and putting sheetrock up for the next 6 months, man. Nah.
Do you have a team? Do you have a team?
Yeah.
Mason, that you put that does all the work for you on your houses?
I do. So, man, I do this thing that I go and speak at prisons, and so I do like a
You're such
prison
a good guy,
ministry.
dude. You're
I
such
try
a
to be,
good guy,
man.
dude. You really are a good
So,
guy, dude. It's unbelievable.
I appreciate it, bro. But yeah, I go and speak at prisons, and I meet some guys that most of those guys have construction background. As they get out, I hire them. I hire them for tile, plumbing, electrical. They're pretty happy.
Jeez.
I help. Huh?
Oh my God.
And the whole purpose of hiring them is, one, I get a good cut on labor. They get to come out, they get to get back in the system, they get to feel really good about themselves. Then what I do is I teach them how to get their own LLC, how to get bonded and insured, and hopefully create their own business. And then hopefully they become so expensive I can't afford them, and they do their own business with them. And that's the whole thing. Trying to decide them from but that's how I get all my contractors.
You get them
Okay.
all out of prison? That's wild.
For the most part,
Bro,
yeah.
that is
I do
so
have a-
great, bro. That is
wild.
so great. That is so great.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's
awesome.
amazing, dude. So I told you this, Mason. You should write a book. You should give a seminar or something where you could teach people to do this. Obviously, you don't want to do it in Tulsa, so you're not working against yourself. But I think you got great information. You have a great story, and I think people would love to hear it. Now, some quick talk before we let you go about comedy and the comedy business. How's that going? Your club is great. It's a lot of fun. You're booking other comedy clubs as well. You want to build some more comedy clubs. Like, what's the future for Mason Thatcher and the Looney Bin?
Yeah, so man, I absolutely love the Looney Bin. I bought an old name, kind of like I do real estate. I bought something that needed work because it's a challenge and I love it. I absolutely love comedy. It's going really, really well. We have a lot of exciting things coming up, some amazing comics, which is great. My goal is to get to at least 8 to 10 rooms. I'd love to have that. That allows us to be able to bring in the comics that we want. Challenges that I have. I don't know a lot of comics at the moment. I've only been doing it for 2 years, so I'm still in the middle of building relationships. And then, obviously kind of trying to let everybody know that we pay good, we take care of everybody, we try to make it exciting time. But yeah, that's the plan. The plan is just to continue to build and have some excitement in it and continue to book good comedy and have fun with it.
Why am I not up
killers.
there? Why am I not up there? Why? What's going on?
Oh, you got some great comics coming. You had a great comic there. Natalie Cuomo's awesome, or her fiance. I'm not sure if she married, if they got married, but they're both great.
They got married.
Oh, they did. So good for them. Eddie Ift is amazing, obviously. And Bobcat, you got some great one. Yeah. Hutchinson, Guys We Fucked, one of the pioneers of podcasting. So you're getting some great names, dude. It's good to see. And you're a really good dude, bro. Donnell Rollins, look at you. You're not, yeah, dude. Look at that. Whoa. So the chick from Kill Tony's on tour, huh? And my good friend Cam. Cam is great, dude. I love Cam.
Yeah.
I love it. And here's what I love about
I love Cam.
Here's what I love about Mason is that Mason is not afraid not to do free tickets. That's amazing to me. Like, to not like paper the room, because we had talked about that before. You train your audience not to play. And on the Jake Paul fight, it wasn't super packed. It was still, it's still a great crowd. It was two great shows, a lot of fucking fun. Saturday night was packed. It was great. But you could have papered it and you didn't. And I respect you for that, because the crowd loved the comedy even more. Sometimes when you get these free people in there, they don't care. They'll talk during the show. They don't appreciate the comedy at all. So I really appreciate you doing that, dude. That was a really great time. And like I said, Tulsa's a fun club, fun town, fun club. You go there, gas is like $2.50. It's like unbelievable. You go to these gyms, they're like Tataria. They got like 80 pools and 80 it's like, oh, we can just spread it out and have a good time. And then we got to go see Sam Kennison's grave, which is hard to find, which is crazy to me. But it was like an amazing experience. I would recommend your club to any comic looking for another club to play, because you're a good guy and you run a great business. And I know you want to open some more stuff. And I'm looking forward to everything you're doing, dude. And you really are an inspiration to like so many people. Like literally, man, you were telling me you guys would find abandoned hotels and live in that as a kid. Like, that is so insane to me. And then here I'm like, you got all these houses. You're being pretty modest with us right now, which I totally respect. But you own all these houses, and you're just a good dude who is the universe is 100% looking down on you and showing you love. And you're a hard, faith without works is dead, and you definitely work hard at what you do. So congrats on that, brother. Congrats on that.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. What a pleasure it is having you last week, man. I loved every minute of it, man, hanging out and kicking it. So it's been a great time.
Me and Tino Sanchez, he's up there doing the greatest hits of Conspiracy. And then I'm just yelling at the crowd. It was a wonderful night. Your staff is great, beautiful people. And thanks for coming on, dude. We really do appreciate it.
I appreciate it, brother. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you, Mason. Take care. I look forward to our next conversation. We'll talk soon. Take care, brother. Thank you. Bye.
Thanks.
That was great.
What a guy. Yeah, what a guy.
What a dude, man. A lot of fun. Dude.
Great.
And you hear someone explain it that way, and you're like, oh, that sounds easy. But that guy busted his ass.
He busted his ass.
That guy was working hard.
You know what?
He worked 16-hour days, man.
Investing's hard, but it's not investing hard in crypto. That's why I want to tell you about our boy James McMahon and Copy My Crypto. We thank Copy My Crypto for sponsoring our studio here, our studio Jason, and sponsoring the show. So listen, guys, crypto's on fire right now. You got to know what to buy before it explodes. And some people are really getting pissed off because they're watching crypto fly up in price for over a decade, and they still haven't done anything about it. Listen, if you're upset, it makes sense. Crypto is complicated and it's really boring. Well, here's the good news. You don't need to know a thing about crypto to make money like so many have. The CopyMyCrypto.com membership site shows you the exact cryptos that YouTuber James McMahon personally owns, which means you just copy him. It's like having a big brother who knows everything, knows exactly what he's doing. You don't need to know a thing about crypto or how to invest, as you just simply copy along. So let me tell you more about James. He runs the Crypto with James YouTube channel, which has over 54,000 subscribers. In the summer of 2020, he told his viewers to buy 26 cryptos. Had you put in $100 into each one, it went on to be worth over $123,000. Of the 26 cryptos, his top pick of the year, the one he singled out, Phantom, went up 692 times from when he said. That one call alone retired a number of people, including guys in their 20s and 30s. Remember, this is public knowledge. You can go to YouTube and verify this yourself. So if you like to join the over 2,800 members who copy James, then pause what you're doing and head to copymycrypto.com/Sam. That's copymycrypto.com/Sam. That's SAM. Okay. You'll not only find proof of everything I said, but all of our viewers get full access for just $1. Yes, you've missed out on Bitcoin. Yeah, you did. Okay. That doesn't mean you can't get little pieces. All right. But there's over 200 million, there's over 2 million other cryptos. Do you really think you've missed out on all of them? Guys, don't waste your time. Go to the site and read it. Once again, that's Copy My Crypto, CryptoCrypto.com/Sam. It ended money worries for so many. It may just do the same for you. Bang, bang, pow.
Nice.
We're in it.
Nice. I think, what did we put a pin in there? Uber, Howie?
Yes, Uber.
There was some news that made people think that competition that the Trump administration is going to loosen restrictions on self-driving and autonomous taxis, those kinds of things. And instead of being, to me, that feels like good news for Uber. But I think some people thought that Uber had spent a lot of money lobbying and making it so that they at least were going to be able to jump those hurdles. And now the barrier for entry is going to be lower. So there's going to be more competition in that space, like Tesla, for instance, with their, and Elon's got the president's ear, obviously. So I'm curious what you make of that with Uber.
Hey, when it dropped 5 points yesterday, we went in like gangbusters and we bought calls at 81 cents. They finished it around $1. But I think they'll double, triple. I originally bought them 2 weeks ago at 330. Yeah, I mean, every analyst that I talk, look, on Friday, yesterday was Monday. On Friday, you had 3 or 4 analysts come out and put $100 targets on Uber, saying it's one of the top 3 stocks that you should own in your portfolio. This was on Friday. Bank of America was one of them. So are you going to tell me that they knew that, Elon's in bed with Trump? They knew it. But like you just said, Johnny, I don't think it's going to hurt. If anything, it'll help.
That was my instinct too. And when I read that was why it took a little hit there, I was surprised. Yeah.
Yeah, it took a hit, but I think it's
Hey, I want to give a quick shout out to local celebrity, Jamie Starr, bang, at my show at the Looney Bin, and been a supporter of Tinfoil Hat since the jump. Holla at your boy.
This girl's got green hair.
Yeah, dude. Dude.
Nothing wrong with that. So anyways, to Uber, yeah, I think it's an unbelievable buy right here. There's just tons of institutional buyers. You got to own Uber. You got to own it. If that's one you want to own for the next 2-3 years.
Yeah, I put some more in my IRA. I just feel like it's a good price right now.
And
I think I'm gonna double dip on those options tomorrow.
Yeah. I mean, if it stays right around 69, go in double dollar cost average, buy some more, Johnny, because I do think in the next week you could see this thing back above 72.
Yeah, it's just I just think that was an overreaction by a few people. And that's when the smart money goes to play, right? So
when that's when you want to buy.
Do stupid shit. Gotta get in there. What else we got going on? Nvidia was looking, there's a lot of, I don't know, Nvidia is just, there's always something happening right now with Nvidia.
Well, you got earnings tomorrow after the bell. That's forget about World War IV.
Do you think they matter for Nvidia at this point?
Yeah.
Like a ton? You do? Okay.
Nvidia's earnings tomorrow is probably the most important news that this country can get over the next 2 years. I mean, somebody said that today on the news. They said Nvidia, their earnings tomorrow will dictate the economy. And it's probably true.
Because if that's kind of crazy, because there's no, I mean, if Nvidia, let's say it was just stagnant, which they would see as bad news.
And I think it could happen.
That company is still not in, it is somehow magically in a bad place where it wasn't 3 days ago. To me, that's insanity.
Well, there's rumors about accounting, which I don't know how
true
that is. But yeah, Johnny, I agree. I think it's over pumped. But I mean
they dominate. They own that they own that whole sector. It is
they own the NASDAQ, Johnny. They've taken over the NASDAQ. Nvidia's taken over every technology aspect of our lives. It's really bizarre. I mean, it used to be
they have great leadership.
Yeah. Jensen Huang.
How do you feel about it? When did you say earnings are after close tomorrow? Is that what you said?
Yeah. I mean,
how would you feel about taking a little dip in right before?
It's too high. The stock is so pumped up right now. I mean, here's what's going to happen. They're going to come out tomorrow. They're going to crush earnings. They're going to forward guidance is going to be excellent. And the stock will probably drop 4 or 5 points just because it's got so pumped up.
It's priced in already too, right?
Yeah, it's all priced in, John. I think so.
Right.
Yep.
Fascinating.
I just want to take a moment to thank you, Blanco, SoCal. Sam, I appreciate you putting in the part where I laughed at your OD joke before it started. You're the best. Somebody in the audience who came to my show must have seen themselves in the ad. The show, the special's doing great. It's almost at 80,000 on YouTube.
Yeah.
Which for me is insane.
I'm telling you, dude, I think they might have pulled a little bit. Me just because I've been at war with these fucks on and I just said, listen, you don't have to tell me you're doing it. Please let us play fair. Because did you notice we have 1,000 new subscribers over the past?
Yeah,
like,
Johnny,
week?
you did it. I gotta say something, Johnny. I'm gonna say to everybody, when I see you next, I'm gonna suck that dick, okay? Hard, teethy, grind on it, chew
You
it.
say that like
chew
it's
it,
news, but everybody
chew it.
knows that's what happens.
Chewy. Chew it like a chew toy. Like,
Dude, I watched it. I
beef
think
jerky.
there's no ifs, ands, or buts. I mean, that's I think that's your best shit you put out so far. I mean, I watched. I loved it.
All your others suck, Sam. That's the only
Johnny,
one.
shut up. Let Howie say something nice and shut up.
And I'm being
I
totally
thought he
honest.
was
I
wrong.
mean,
Thank you, buddy.
I
feedback is
literally
amazing.
thought it was the best by far of
really
anything you put. I mean, I thought it was. I was like, damn, this is good. This is real good, really good.
Say by far, his last one was really good too.
Well, the last one was a lot of shit talking. The one before,
This is better. This
each
is
one's
better.
different. The feedback on this one has been pretty amazing, so I'm very thankful.
It was
to
funny.
everybody
It's
who's done
hilarious.
nice things.
It's really
Thank you,
funny.
dude.
Yeah.
Thank you, buddy. I love it. I love it. I love it.
You know who's not going to have good news is the roughly 2,200 people that are going to be laid off in Washington by Boeing right before Christmas. I saw that
Did
today.
you see that? Jesus.
They're going to lay off 2,200 people right before Christmas at Boeing.
Yeah. It's like, come on, man. Can
Oh,
you wait?
brother. Yeah.
Well, that's like Paramount. You know, my girl works at Paramount, and you got Larry Ellison and his boy just bought it, and there's no Christmas party this year. First time ever, no Christmas party.
Really?
They shut
What
it
does that
down,
cost?
baby.
What does that cost? Really?
I mean,
terrible.
yeah. I don't know what the deal is, but there's no Christmas party. So
That's a bad sign.
yeah,
Except for a company.
they're about to lay off quite a few more people.
Trump
there.
was in Texas today for that SpaceX launch. I mean,
I gotta say, for somebody that, you know, I do abuse Elon a lot because he's full of shit. I'd say 90% of the time. But the way that rocket comes back to Earth is pretty damn impressive.
it's crazy.
Dude, I thought it was fake. That's how impressive it
I
was.
know. It looks fake. It does not look real.
It's like nothing we've ever seen before.
No, it's insane. That thing just comes right back down and back to its little holster. Holy shit. And
Unreal.
there's people on that thing, right? Are the real people?
No. Those things aren't.
It's a rocket.
Yes,
Oh,
it's
it's a
rocket.
rocket? Okay. You can tell I pay attention. I thought you had a couple people up in the cone. I don't know.
No, those things are huge though. Eventually they will. Yeah, and they have sent stuff to the space station. If you believe the space station exists, of course, Sam. But yeah, I mean, you know, he wants to have a colony on Mars. Now, my first question is, why aren't we? Let's start with the moon, maybe. You know, like what the fuck? Which I think that might actually be the plan, is to like have some kind of launch pad on the moon. But
How many years will it take to get to Mars?
Years?
2 or 3?
Let's see. I think it depends on the alignment. They have to wait until, you know, because the planets are like this, right? And they have to wait until they're kind of like this instead of like this. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let me see. And then if anybody's coming back, they have to wait for that alignment to happen again. Let me see what. Oh, ChatGPT is not available. How long would it take to get to Mars? Let's see. The time it takes to get to Mars is based on several factors, including the positions of Earth and, of course, exactly what I said. Thank you. Travel time 6 to 9 months, using the best trajectory available. So you're looking at 6 to 9 months, Howie.
Wow.
Yeah, and then but you're talking about possibly not coming back. I think if the people that go there, that's a lifelong commitment potentially, which is I mean, you have to be an insane person to want to do that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically. What else do we got? The NBA's ratings are hemorrhaging as they go into
because nobody can watch fucking the games.
The tournament starts tonight. The big preseason tournament. It's like,
they've already been playing tournament games.
By the way, we took you can get the Lakers at plus 1,500 to win the tournament. I think it's all fixed. I think it's
really
fixed for LeBron to win it. Yeah.
Plus 1,500, you said?
Isn't that amazing? Yeah.
Wow.
The Knicks are favored at like plus 500. The Celtics are like not even favored. I think the Cavaliers are next, like plus 650. And then, but yeah, the Lakers are plus 1,500.
Wait, so where can you get the Celtics?
Celtics are like plus 700, I think.
And what did you say about
Johnny,
the
how are you making these bets when you're in California?
Well,
offshore. You can go offshore, Sam. You get my bookie or Borgata. You can go. There's tons of offshore.
I mean, Sam, we work with how many advertisers have we had that
I know
sports books online? What are you talking about? Are you? I can't tell if you're fucking with us or not.
No, I because in California you're not allowed to gamble.
But you don't tell the government. You're not like, Gavin, may I gamble this week? No, you just get on the website and you put your money in, and then you take it out when you win. You use crypto. That's a great.
You use crypto. Boom.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, they give huge deposit bonuses because they all want crypto. It's kind of like digital gold now, and they would love to be paid in crypto, and they give you huge deposit bonuses.
Johnny, that's a good point, man. I got to tell the guys on the degenerate gamblers about that. Yeah,
they are subject to rollover.
Johnny.
You have to suffer through the rollover, but first you just have to make sure to read the fine print because some of them it doesn't seem like as good a deal, but the rollover is actually makes it a better deal. You just have to look at the fine print.
I'm sure they give you a huge bonus though. That's
they
awesome.
do though, yeah, for Bitcoin especially, yeah.
Hell yeah,
they love it. What else is in the news? What were we looking at? Trump Media is reportedly looking to buy a crypto marketplace called Bakkt, B-A-K-K-T. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Bakkt. That means that Trump Media could actually have something worth something at some point, which would be news.
Company's such a piece. It's still a 29. I give him credit. It's a 29.
I'll fight everybody.
Well, I really thought it would just from brain dead retards.
I know.
I
thought that I got that wrong. I thought it'd go to 40, 50 bucks.
Me too.
It's just dropped.
People
aren't stupid, right? Man. People aren't stupid. They know.
Yeah, and then I think the people that really were onto him or into him knew that he was going to win probably, and had already pumped it, and then they just all took profits.
Yeah. No, yeah, exactly. I think, some of the big guys that bought big chunks definitely sold off as soon as it pumped a little bit. No doubt.
Yeah. So, that's what else do we have?
I thought it was wild that Trump, here's the thing. If you live in New York, like I do, Trump's always been an outsider from Wall Street. Always been an outsider. And the first thing he did, he hired Cantor Fitzgerald, huge Wall Street company, one of the biggest. He hired what's his name? Lutnick is the Commerce Secretary.
Howard Lutnick,
yeah, Howie Lutnick. He hired him. First thing he did is hired him as the Commerce Secretary, which the rumor here in New York is he's actually going to hire quite a few Wall Street people so that, when he's done in 4 years, his right foot is right there. He's in the door.
That's what he's always wanted, right? It's what he's always wanted.
Yeah.
And did you see Dr. Oz is going to be responsible for incentivizing disease prevention? He's going to have a role in the.
I thought that was just Medicare or Medicaid. I thought.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, but that the quote was that they're going to put him in charge of through how insurance companies have these little points programs that like, hey, you get 5,000 steps a day, we'll give you X off your bill, or
let's go, bro.
More in your HSA. Dr. Oz apparently has an idea for some kind of program for Medicare and Medicaid that is going to incentivize, preventive stuff.
All right.
I don't have a problem with that. I mean, it should have been the thing they were doing already.
I agree.
Yeah. No,
I concur. I concur.
What are you looking at this week, Howie? Stocks wise.
One stock. It's dropped. It's gone. Stocks dropped from like 115 to 87 since October 7th. I'm all over Alibaba, BABA. May even toss some in the portfolio if it gets down to 83, 84. But Alibaba, got to get back into it, man. It's going to jump.
Guys, you know what that means. We're going over to the Cash Daddy Patreon. This is where it's going to go. Get an extended version of this episode on the Cash Daddy's Patreon. We want to thank Rumble and Twitter for showing us tons of love. YouTube, we love you too, but we do good, really great numbers on Rumble and great numbers on Twitter too. So thank you guys again. If you want to, if you feel like getting up, get down. Okay, you want to get up, get down. You want to join Howie's. Where is it here, Howie? Damn it, where'd I do it? I lost it. Fuck. Go to samtripoli.com. Check out my dates real quick. Tampa, Cancun, Batavia.
Why are you talking like this? What is this voice?
Morristown, and
Yes.
I'm trying to do my Sam Harris, everybody. I'm trying to do my Sam Harris. Okay, hold on. YouTube. Let me spot. Here we go. Then you can go check out Howie's homies. No, check out Howie's his bets. Look at that, dude. Bang, over 1,000 subscribers. Howie is crushing it right now. Howie, you've hit a couple of these parlays, right?
Yeah, we hit one. If you put it this way, if you put $10 on it, it brought back 3,200.
Nice.
So
What?
We did have a guy. We had a dude that bet $100 on the parlay, and it brought him back 33,000, 32,000.
Yeah.
Did you hit a 9 for 9 recently?
Yeah. We were last week. We were 9 for 9 last week on Wednesday night. College hoops, college football.
If I would have bet $100, how much would I have made?
You would have brought back about 2,300.
Damn, dude.
2,300. So we've been on a roll, man. We've been on a roll. It's a great group, man, because when you go to our Discord, like tonight, we got Kent State playing tonight. Kent State is 0-10. They haven't beaten anyone.
Fuck.
But we got a Kent State alumni dude on our Discord. He's like, I live right here. They play Akron tonight. I'm going to tell you right now, they'll probably win.
Inside.
Yeah,
dude.
we got inside info, baby.
Little inside info. Want to give
When
a
it
shout
comes
out
to
to
gambling, you don't go to jail for it. So it's
want
awesome.
to give a shout out to Dude Nut crushing it. The occult man. He's out there just calling out the occult and these symbolisms and all that stuff. All right, guys, we love you guys very much. If you're real, and you think you're real, and you think you know the real, you'd be over there at the over and joining us over there at the Patreon. All right, guys, we'll see you soon. You big baboons.